Hello, my dear lovely students. Welcome to the class. My name is Mansi and I am your English grammar educator. Today, I will explain you the 29th chapter of class 8. This chapter name is story writing. How can we write a story? Writing story in an art is an art. The art of writing story, if you can use your imagination to develop the narrative with integrating details, strong expression and a solid storyline, you can write a good novel. You can raise the reader's interest by building suspense. The craft of creating captivating stories can be learned with consistent practice. The following method can be used to write a story. कुछ method है जिनको हम use कर सकते हैं. From incomplete hints. Here are a few introductory sentence. In a sense, the beginnings of the story is provided and you are expected to use your imagination to continue it. आपको complete hint दिए जाएंगे, आपको अपनी imagination से उसका story को complete करना है. Additionally, you must conclude the narrative in whatever way you deem acceptable. From supplied outline, you will be give the general structure for a story here and you must then fill in the details. This ought to be a simple and fascinating. You are not obliged to use your imagination to create the story. In this instant, you should only placing write the information. You will be given a moral in this moral based story. You must use the moral that has been provided to you to illustrate the tale. आपको एक moral दिया जाएगा, आपको उसी moral को यूज करके एक story create करना है. The tale from पंचतंत्र are very helpful. जो tales है वो पंचतंत्र की बहुत ही helpful होती है. Read the following instruction for creating stories from the outlines. तो आपको कुछ instructions दिए गए हैं जिसको आप यूज करके story लिख सकते हैं. Read the outlines attentively and attempt to grasp the main idea of the story. Keep the point in the same sequence and don't omit any of the point listed the outline. Connect each component so that the story is well-rounded work of art. Where feasible, start a conversation on a dialogue. Think of a suitable proverb, statement or expression to use as the story title. Write the narrative in the simple term. Put the past tense in the narrative. यहाँ पर एक स्टोरी है. नाउ रीड द फॉलोइंग स्टोरी. Truthfulness. Once a rich merchant's house was robbed. The merchant suspected that the thief was one of his servants. So he went to Birbal and mentioned the incident. Birbal went to his house and assembled all his servants and asked that who stole the merchant's thing. Everyone denied. Birbal thought for a moment and gave a stick to equal length to all the servants of the merchant and told them that the stick of the real thief will be longer by 2 inches tomorrow. All the servants should be present here again tomorrow with their stick. All the servants went to their home and gathered again at the same place, and next day Birbal asked them to show him their stick. Once one of the servants had his stick shorter by 2 inches, Birbal said, "This is your thief, merchant." Later the merchant asked Birbal, "How did you catch him?" Birbal said, "The thief has already cut the stick short by 2 inches in the night, fearing that his stick will be longer by 2 inches by morning." मोरल क्या है? ट्रुथ विल ऑलवेज प्रिवेल. ह्यूमैनिटी की स्टोरी है. एक father and son went to a temple. Suddenly son shouted after seeing the pillars of lion at the entrance of the temple, "Run, dad, or those lions will eat us." Dad consoled him, saying that they are just a statue and won't harm us. So son replied, "If those lion statues won't harm us, then how could the statues of God give us blessing?" The father wrote in his diary, I am still speechless at my child's answer and have started searching for God in humans instead of statues. I didn't find God, but I found humanity. Moral humanity is supreme. Real versus fake. Minnie was a sweet, lovable and beautiful girl, age 6 years. She was an adorable kid as she always obeyed her elders. Minnie's parents loved her for her amazing behavior. One day, Minnie's mother took her for grocery shopping and they passed the shop. Minnie's noticed a cute plastic parcel, a necklace in dazzling pink. She asked her mother to buy the necklace. Her mother told her that it cost quite a few pennies. She asked her to do some chores so that for every completed piece of work, Minnie would get some money and she could buy the pink necklace. Minnie prepared to do list and assisted her mom with all the costs. Her mom was very happy and she paid enough money to buy the pink necklace. Minnie happily purchased the necklace and wore it just everywhere, every time except while taking a bath. Her mother said that her neck would turn pink and the pearl would lose their sheen if she wore them while bathing, but all other times Minnie wore it even while sleeping. Minnie's father used to tell her bedtime stories frequently. One night, after completing a story, her dad asked how much she loved him. Minnie replied, "You know how much I love you." Dad said, Dad asked, "Then give me your pearl necklace, please." Minnie replied, "Please, Daddy, I love you so much, but please don't ask for these pearls. I will give you the pink Barbie that you bought me a month ago." Dad replied, "Fine, sweetheart." After a few days, the conversation was repeated between Minnie and her dad. Again, Minnie refused to give her the pearl necklace and instead asked her dad to take her pet. Dad kissed her and left with a smile. This was repeated several times. Minnie slept while her dad was reading her a story. She was holding the necklace in her hand. Her dad took the pearl necklace from her hand. The next moment she woke up and asked, "Dad, what are you doing?" Dad quickly opened a jewel box placed near her bed and handed her a real precious pink pearl necklace. He said, "Sweetheart, this is your real necklace. I wanted to take away the fake one all this while to give you the real one." She replied, "Thank you, Dad." Minnie immediately gave up her fake necklace for the real one. Moral: God wants us to give up all the fake and cheap things we consider very precious in our life. It can be habits, hatred, harming relationship, activities, or negative thoughts. He will provide us with genuine things if we give up the fake. तो यहाँ पर कुछ और स्टोरीज हैं. यूज ऑल योर स्ट्रेंथ, यहाँ पर ये आपको रीड करनी है. किंग ऑफ बर्ड्स ये स्टोरी है एक, और कुछ स्टोरी यहाँ पर है. रीड हाउ टू डेवलप अ स्टोरी फ्रॉम अ गिवन आउटलाइन. आउटलाइन दी गई है ना. इन अ कॉलोनी देयर वर टू ब्लॉक्स ऑफ हिंदूज एंड मुस्लिम्स डैश गॉट डिस्प्यूट अली एंड राम. यहाँ पर कुछ हिंट दिए गए हैं, उससे आपको स्टोरी क्रिएट करनी है रेस्पेक्ट एंड ऑल रिलीजियंस पर. यहाँ फिर से कुछ आउटलाइंस दी हैं और यहाँ पर एक स्टोरी क्रिएट करनी है. अब यहाँ पर आपको कुछ क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं. डेवलप अ स्टोरी फ्रॉम गिवन आउटलाइन. ये आउटलाइन दिया है, आपको स्टोरी क्रिएट करना है. राइट अ स्टोरी ऑन द फॉलोइंग मोरल दिए गए हैं. वेयर देयर इज विल देयर इज अ वे. एज यू सो शैल यू रीप. बार्किंग डॉग्स सेल्डम बाइट्स. इन टॉपिक्स पर आपको ये क्या है, ये मोरल है, इन पर आपको स्टोरी क्रिएट करनी है. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स.